Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit,
the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it.
And his first pass is incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
It's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number one overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43.
They'll run right here.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Amari Cooper with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Will not attempt to return.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Lions will take over. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shoot.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Love.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here's Hurts to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. On play action. Love to throw. Montgomery, another targeted catch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, Love. That is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
On the option to give to Swift here. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And it's taken in at the 9.
54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here.
And he'll get this one to Cooper complete.
A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Again, it's Love.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every...
It got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Love's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going back to Love. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Love looking to throw it. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 42-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the...
He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Odell Beckham, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Love throwing for it. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Second down. Here's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Tony.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Kadarius Toney.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, this is blocked. The Lions pick it up. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporated here on this drive. Steps away to his left. He completes it to Beckham.
And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
On 1st down, Hurts.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
To the air again, Love.
And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Goedert, the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one.
and it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Love, they go play action now. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be
today.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. When going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play them and come in. And
he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Aiden Hutchinson, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Pulled in at the 24.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, Love. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year and 12th overall. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
First down, Love to pass. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Escaping the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
67 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
A pretty wild first quarter.
21-7, our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they've got it as we resume action. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change it.
And I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
They'll look to throw here.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And off right side for Herbert.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Now it's Fields.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Fields going to get that out.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can be scored in any...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And
there he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Detroit. Amari Cooper, 68 yards.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Back to throw, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 50, here's Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Fields throwing again.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
On third down, Herbert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player. And he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things. And he incorporated that into his route running.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Love. Flushed out right.
And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jordan Love ready on first down here. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Love. It's complete to Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Love now to pass on 1st down. High throw, but the catch is made. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, going to the air with Love. And he finds Montgomery complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, Love.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st down, Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Again, Fields. That is caught by Herbert.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Fields now to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but Hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Love. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open.
It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Finding room at midfield.
And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
18 more yards there and another first down. Here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 14 yards that time for number 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
To the air again, Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Buying time and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. The Love's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Love now. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
That's a side of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.